morning, students. I'm Pooja Malik, your science teacher from Springfields Public School. Students, today we'll be starting with the new chapter, chapter 16 of your book, Reflection of Light, on page number 211. So, students, as you can see that this is a room and there are lots of objects lying in this room, like sofa, table, painting and bulbs. You can see all these objects in a room. Now if I ask you, how are you able to see these objects? Your first answer will be eyes. Through your eyes you are able to see all these objects in the room. But if I switch off the light in the room, I switch off the bulbs in the room, will you be able to see all these objects in the room? No. Why? Because light should be there for things to be visible. Though we are having eyes with us in the dark room also, but we are not able to see the objects because light should be there for things to be visible. Now, you can see that this bulb is emitting its own light. It is emitting its own light and we are able to see this bulb due to this emission of light. But is sofa emitting its own light? No. Is this painting emitting its own light? No. Then how are we able to see these objects? You can see that the light from the bulb falls on the sofa. And can you see a ray of light falling from the bulb on the sofa? Sofa reflects that ray of light, and when that reflected ray of light falls in our eye, we are able to see the sofa. So we are able to see sofa because it is reflecting the ray of light being emitted by the bulb. Similarly, when a ray of light falls on a table reflects that light into our eye and we are able to see the table due to light reflected by it. So, we see an object when light rays from that reaches to our eyes. Is it clear to you? Now, the object bulb is called luminous object because it is emitting its own light. But sofa, table, they are not having their own light, they are just reflecting the light falling on them. So they are called non-luminous objects. So we see an object when light rays from that reaches to our eyes. The light ray may be either object self-light or reflected light. So here, luminous objects are objects which emit light of their own, like bulb, tube light, sun. And non-luminous objects are objects which reflect light from other sources. They do not emit light of their own. Is it clear? A very good example of luminous and non-luminous objects is sun and moon. Sun, you know, you are studying it from the lower classes. Sun has its own light, so it's a luminous object. But moon do not has its own light. It reflects the light of sun that falls on it. So moon is a non-luminous object. See, students, this is a wall. The light ray from the bulb falls on the wall and it is reflected back like a ball is bounced. If I throw a ball on the wall, it will strike the wall and it will be reflected, it will be bounced back. Similarly, when ray of light falls on the wall, it strikes on the wall and it is bounced back. This bouncing back of the light is called reflection of light. See here, there are lots of rays which are falling on this wall and they are reflected back. No, not all rays are reflected back. some of the rays are absorbed by the wall. When the rays of light fall on the ball, many rays of light will fall from a bulb to a wall. Some of them will be absorbed by the wall and rest of them will be bounced back or reflected back by the wall. So this is the phenomena for every object around us. When the rays of light fall on it from some source, that can be sun, that can be bulb, that can be tube light, the part of the rays are absorbed by that object and other part of the rays is reflected back. Now it depends on the type of material that how much light will be absorbed by the material and how much light will be reflected back. So students, depending on it, we can categorize objects into three: opaque objects, transparent objects and highly polished surface. So highly polished surface reflect more light and dull or rough surfaces, they reflect very less light. Let us see. This is a plane mirror. This plane mirror is a very good reflector of light. It reflects almost all the rays that fall on it, and that is why we are able to see image in the mirror. Now you can see this is a wooden window. Window is made up of wood and we cannot see through it. So wood is an opaque object. We are not able to see through it because opaque objects absorb most of the light that falls on it. Students, in your book on page number 211 opaque object की definition में देखिए, it is written it absorbs some of the light. Correction कर लीजिए यहाँ पर, there is some correction. It absorbs most of the light. Opaque objects absorb most of the light that fall on it, and that is why we cannot see through it. So almost everything around us is opaque. Wood, metal sheets, colored plastics, हम इनके through नहीं देख सकते हैं. So these are opaque objects. Now we have opened this wooden window and there is a glass on it. Can you see everything clearly outside the window? Yes, because glass is a transparent object and we can see clearly through the transparent objects. There are some examples of transparent objects that I am giving you. Clean water, plastic bottle, air, all these are examples of transparent objects. Now students, highly polished surfaces like mirror, as I have told you, or stainless steel plate, these reflect most of the light that falls on it, and that is why we are able to see the image into them. Now the next topic is regular and diffuse reflection. Students, reflection of light from a smooth surface, that is mirror, is called regular reflection. You can see in this diagram, on a mirror, when parallel beams of light fall, they are reflected back as a parallel beam of light only. Can you see in the diagram? So in this type of reflection, if a parallel beam of light falls on a smooth surface, then after reflection, a parallel beam of light is obtained. This is called regular reflection. But most of the surfaces around us are not regular, though they may seem to. आप अगर एक वुडन टेबल को देखें तो आप कहेंगे दिस इज़ अ रेगुलर सरफेस. नो, the surfaces of wooden block, cardboard, etc. appear as plain or smooth surface, but when we zoom in their surfaces, when we see them through a microscope, we find that they are rough. So here we consider the wooden or cardboard surface a rough surface. Reflection of light from a rough surface is called diffuse reflection. In this type of reflection, if a parallel beam of light falls on a rough surface, then after reflection, a divergent beam of light is obtained. Okay, you can see in this diagram. that though the beam of light falling on the surface is parallel beam of light, but after reflection they move in divergent directions. So this is diffused reflection. So students, I have covered today page number 211 and 212 of your book. Thoroughly read these pages, get the understanding of these concepts, and then we'll continue with the chapter further. Thank you very much.